Cass has a question. Best oils to deter an old cat from eating her abdomen. Oh, that makes me so sad. So a lot of times if they are fur barbering, or basically they're chewing off all their fur on their abdomen, there's a couple of things that could be going on. And I've had really, really good results with switching those animals over to a raw diet. Cats actually do really, really well. They're obligate carnivores and they do really well with a raw meat diet that has organ meat in it and things like that. So switching them over to a raw diet, I really like Darwin's Pet Food. They have a really good turkey diet that if it's an allergy-based thing, turkey is usually a good option for those guys. Do I have a link to the Darwin's? Oh, here we go. Darwin's Pet Food. So you go to Darwin's Pet Food, just Google it. If you use coupon code EOVET, they'll send you a free bag of treats as well as give you a discount on your first order of food. You can do just like a trial. Just remember with cats, you have to transition food slowly. You have to mix it together with their existing food and transition very, very slowly over the course of 3 to 4 weeks. Okay. So keep that in mind. But as far as that goes, the other thing that you want to do is, so address diet, number 1, Cass, and number 2, helping support them with from a digestive standpoint, you can give digestive enzymes and probiotics. Raw goat's milk is a really great probiotic for cats as long as they aren't sensitive to it from a digestive standpoint. And then you can also do the Kids Calmer Blend. So the Calmer Blend rubbed right on the abdomen, it can help if there's any itchiness or anything like that that is causing that sort of thing. Sometimes they do that when they're in pain. Sometimes they do it because of allergies, and sometimes they do it because of digestive stuff going on. So that's why we kind of like want to address all 3 of those. And that's a great blend for cats that's already diluted. It comes in a roller bottle, makes it really easy to apply. So that's a really good one for that. Terry says, surgery for a foreign object, nausea, pain, best oils to offer. Well, hopefully you already did the surgery, because if there is the foreign body that needs to be physically removed, no essential oil is going to help with that. So I would definitely, if they've already done the surgery, post-op support, you can do myrrh and helichrysum around the incision site. Don't go directly on the suture line. If there's any stitches, you don't want to go directly over those, but you can go around it to help with skin healing and help that heal up a little bit quicker. Myrrh is also really good for digestive support, for pain relief and nausea. Diffusing ginger can be helpful. Diffusing cardamom can be helpful for that as well. And then for any kind of pain, a little bit of frankincense and a little bit of copaiba can be really helpful. If it's a larger dog, you can actually give those 2 internally. If it has the supplement facts label on it, look for that if you want to give it internally. If it doesn't have that on there, then your essential oil is not for internal use. Okay. Okay. Nancy says, did you get enough people to sign up for your animal care class at convention? We had a minimum that was required in order to keep the space reserved, and we have met that minimum. So absolutely, we are always looking for more people. We want to fill it up if we can, fill up the class. But right now it's a small number of people that are coming, and it's going to be very intimate and awesome. And when that happens, I tend to go a little bit off script and really make sure you guys get your questions answered. Let's see. Cass, is tuna okay? Tuna is probably not fine. Rollakinin is check the first 5 ingredients. Do yourself a little bit of research and look at the first 5 ingredients of that food, and then maybe switch to this one. Okay. Prentice says, my cat has what looks like cat acne around his ears. Is this probably a gut issue? It could be, or it could be something like ear mites or something like that. I can't really do a diagnosis over the internet. But sometimes they get like bumps and things like that from scratching their ears. And so if there's something irritating the ears, which a lot of times with cats is ear mites, but it could be a lot of different things. Having your vet take a look at them and see what's going on in there for a diagnosis is really, really helpful. The other thing you can do is a little bit of stronger or a little bit of calmer around the base of the ears to help soothe that area as well. Cats, can the cat take Terrazyme? Yes, just like a quarter of a capsule to a third of a capsule. Just mix it in with the wet food for sure. PB Assist, no. So the powdered PB Assist has xylitol in it in pretty large amounts, and so we do not give that to dogs or cats. PB Assist Plus, the capsule, can be given to larger dogs over 20 pounds or really over 15 pounds, but they have to take it as a pill. So that wouldn't be something that you would want to do with a cat, just because pilling a cat with a pill that large is not very fun for anyone, especially the cat. So let's not do that. Let's keep everything happy with powdered mixed in things. I really like the new Vet vitamin for cats. Let me see if I have a link to that one here somewhere. There we go. nuvet.com. Use code 27702 if you guys get this one. There's a dog one and there's a cat one. There's powder and there's a wafer. For the cats, get the powder, feline powder. It has digestive enzymes and probiotics in it. So it's like an all-in-one, and it's very, very awesomely naturally sourced. With any new thing that you're giving to a cat, if they're picky, start with a tiny, tiny amount and gradually increase it, because any change, we never want them to go off food. We want them to eat their food. And so we want to introduce anything new with cats very, very slowly. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes. Xylitol does kill animals. It destroys their, it causes a lot of problems, including liver damage in large amounts, digestive upset, lethargy, all sorts of horrible things. And they can actually die from it. It's pretty scary stuff. And usually the ingestion is accidental, but it's best to ask for those things, especially when we're giving people things to animals. Checking the ingredients is really important, because xylitol is completely harmless to humans. It's actually really good for us. But not for dogs and cats for sure. They can't digest it. They can't process it. Okay, there were a couple more questions that were posted. Let me get to those as well. We had one from Linda. I have a 13-year-old mixed breed dog that has numerous warts. Is there any oils that could remove them? I've had really good success with just straight frankincense on those, straight frankincense, or a little bit of diluted oregano if that's not working. But I would try the frankincense for a good week or two first. Apply it 1 to 3 times a day. And you can even use like a little toothpick to make sure you're applying it right directly to those warts. And that could be really, really helpful for the skin. And then Carrie asked, what do we use to remove fleas on a short-haired dog that has allergies to them? So there's a couple of things. One, you can physically remove them with a flea comb. Just make sure it's fine. A very expensive flea comb, not very expensive. They're like $10 at the pet store. But make sure you get a good one where the tines are very, very close together. So actually doing a flea comb and physically removing them every single day is really, really helpful, especially during flea season. And then applying, we actually have a really good recipe here, or a protocol here. This is a free guide for fleas, you guys. And it has some oils that you can use as a preventive, like TerraShield or diluted cedar